Welcome to the grand city of Waterside when we're building towards it becoming a capital city, which is probably a subjective of this part. And of course we need to kind of wait a little while for it to get daylight so I can actually see what I'm doing. But in the last part we laid in these kind of junctions across here, gave an external connection to the freeway motorway down this end, and at the end there was a kind of a demonstration of you should not tinker to solve traffic problems without first thinking through the problem. And you can see I've ended up with this slightly irregular roundabout here that's kind of caused a few problems, and I didn't really need to do this, to be honest, because what actually was causing the problems was the districts. Is that this district didn't come down to here, and there was a gap here that was being used by the commercial vehicles to get to this area, so it was actually overloading this junction. So what I've actually done, what I've actually done is readjusted the district so that and set an old town kind of policy on these. So what actually happens is, I'm just going to pause the game so we keep the daylight, and what actually happens now is traffic for this area comes in here and up there, traffic for this district goes through there, and of course we've got this district here to the transport things, and that's actually solved the traffic problem. So if I actually go to here, you can see that it's gone from a very bright red to a kind of pretty modest pale green. Now we do have one problem which I need to fix before I do anything else, and that's that we've got a bus stop here that's causing problems, so I need to delete that, and that actually completes there, because I laid off camera, I've laid in the bus routes, and you can see now we've got some bus routes coming down here, about four of them, which are providing connections to the various cities. Now this part we're going to be working on this area here. I'm not totally happy with it there. The idea is to make this into an access residential area. If I probably do it using districts, the idea is that up here will be a kind of tourist area down to, say, this roundabout here. This area here will be an extension of, will be like a, how can you say, a recreational area, and then what we're going to have here is a kind of a upmarket, maybe high-tech residential area, and then the same over here would be an even bigger residential area. But we probably won't get to this part, this district in this part. What we're going to concentrate is on what's become Myrtle Park and Aspen Hills, and we're going to start with kind of sorting this area out here. I'm just going to remove this bit here, and not totally happy with the proximity to this area here, so what I'm going to do is probably come down about 2 clicks, and this roundabout I think we're going to go for a 180, so we're just going to come out here, and I know it's, yeah, I think there, and then we can kind of dump this area here. I must admit, I do like this way of constructing roundabouts, and again, same principles of before. We're going to come out here, yeah, that will work. That will come up to there, and that gives us a connection to there. It's a bit close to this area, so I might eventually move that. And what we're going to do is start off with getting the rail link in. I'm just going to come up one, so because I want to keep it elevated through this section. Actually, no, what I'm actually going to do is I'm gonna drop it down for a short distance, and then we're gonna go freestyle to say about here. There is a method in my madness, I can assure you, and what I'm going to do is kind of take that off, and then I'm going to pick up this area here, I'm going to go up again, and I'm going to kind of aim for that. The method in my madness is the fact that maybe we can... No, I think I'll leave it as slightly elevated like that. That I want to bring trams down into this area, and the tram station is up here, and if we don't have this elevated, I'll be able to do a bridge over here, over the combination of the road and all that. Now part of me says let's go highway, part of me says do I need highway? I think we'll probably will go highway, but I think because this is going to be residential, I think we're just going to have to I don't want to get in too close, and we're just going to probably come straight, because I think this was a fairly straight section, and then we can kind of curve up into this area here, and I think just to keep it consistent, because I want it to be a fairly upmarket type residential area here. And of course it's I think we can just get through to about there, and hopefully this will just connect in there. That's nice, I like that. You can see now that this will come over. Now we've got a bit of a problem here, because part of me says would like to have a mini roundabout here, but I'm not sure. If we come down, say 140, notch it 100. Can I? This is, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I should have notched it the other way. I think this is going to be a bit of a tight fit, but I think we can get away with it. And if I come out 10, come in 10, and then we can just, and this will just be a local. Hopefully I will get this. Oh, look at that, just right on the edge. That's nice, I like that. And that's going to come in there, and then what I'm going to do is snick out these parts, and hopefully we'll be able to, again we'll use the freestyle tool just to, and it's not going to play. I think maybe we'll have to go straight and take the snapping off. Yep, I think we can. Oh, bugger. I'm going to take that out, and we're just going to put the snapping back on and just redo this. Yeah, that distortion's caused by the snapping points to do with the way this roundabout is actually connected. So I think what we're going to need to do is just come in this way, and this is going to be a bit of a problem, I think, but oh no, we're going to get away with that. It's distorted that one a little bit, but I think we can live with that. And I'm going to take that out and that out, because this is not going to be a... And to be honest, I'm not totally happy with this over here either. So what we're actually going to do is delete this as well. I mean, I put it in more as a marker for crossing this bridge here, and a part of me kind of says let's kind of again we'll go for the freestyle tool, because I think we've paid our dues with the and I think what we can do is come back up. That's, if I come out, we're going to do a 120 roundabout here. I mean, there's no science to these decisions. This is purely a kind of quasi aesthetic choices. This is probably the best way to say it. There's no strange mathematical formula. I mean, it's worth noting that if you're going to do something like this and you're not sure about how it's going to work out, save the game. I mean, I'll be honest, I've done things and kind of roughed them out, and they've not worked, and I've just kind of gone back to a save game and tried again. So, I mean, it's nothing to feel guilty about. I mean, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, that's better. I like that. We're just gonna. I like that. Yeah, I definitely like that there. And I think what we're gonna do now is. Oops, it's very tempted to do that, but I think we're just going to go across like that and kind of take the two. Of course, we're going to have to reverse that. I think that's the right way round. I'm getting confused now between my finger campaign between right and left, so apologies there, guys. So what we've got now is we've got this roundabout here, and what I want to do is these are the way to imagine these is these are local service type roundabout access. So what we're going to do now is I want to kind of I mean, I'll be the first to admit I'm not the greatest fan of these 2-lane roads, because as you often see here, when you connect to them, you will get one-way, you say one-way traffic. Traffic lights, sorry, one-way traffic. I think maybe no there's no advantage in that, so I think we'll just come in a little bit. Maybe that angle's just a bit too acute, so maybe I need to come off here and give this a bit more of a. Yeah, I think that's gives it a bit more of a kind of a friendlier junction there. And what I'm actually going to do now is create a road round the back. You can see now why I was wanting to use a highway, and I want that to come there, but I don't want it to join there, because if you get it, these will create traffic lights. And what I want is to have this here, so that we've got a kind of a little bit of a flow in here, and I'm gonna bring this up here, but I'm not going to join it there. Maybe we'll just kind of come this way and just come in like that. It doesn't look particularly optimized, but what we're going to do now is going to use footpaths and another one in here and another one down to here, and we'll probably put one joining here. Let's just put a bit of aesthetic on this one. And we've now got this flow here. Now comes what I was actually thinking of, because we've got, where's the trams? We've got a tram station there, we've got tram lines there. So what I'm going to do now is just, sorry I'm not, what we're going to do is, this is going to be a bit of a tight fit, so maybe I might have to come out. What's causing that problem? Yep, I think we can come out here, and what we're going to do is come up, go up, because I want to, we're just going to come there. Actually no, that's not what I want, sorry guys. What I want is this one. This is a single tram, and what we're going to do is come up and come across here. Can we get it? I want it at a bit of an angle, but it probably won't oblige me. Maybe we can curve it in. Oh, no, it's not going to do it, is it? We're just going to have to come across straight. No, I don't like that. I'm going to leave that road there. I think we're, because the tram station shed is still up there, so I think we can come maybe out here. What I'm trying to do to kind of explain what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get a connecting tram line over, so that that's better. So we've got a tram line there, and I'm just going to kind of do an upgrade link there. That now connects that up to there, and the idea is now got the tram line into here. This could eventually become a tram access route, but what I'm really interested in at the moment is having a kind of a tram line running around here. You can see it's downgrading the roads. I'm gonna take it, no, maybe I'm not going to take it out there for the moment. I'm just going to run tram lines down here. I'm just going to unpause the game, because we've now got something to do, and I'm just going to a little bit off the wall zoning, and we're just going to use the fill tool here just to put a little bit of commercial in here, and I think we're going to go just a bit of high density here, but it's going to be right up against the road. So one of the things I like about these kind of irregular roads is that you can just put some residential in like this, and you get different shapes and forms, and of course we're going to have to put the water in, because we've got no water, and hopefully I can come across here. We can gonna have to do this kind of freelance, which is going to be a little bit awkward. I think we're going to lose the grid a little bit here, but I don't think there's... And coming off the edge of rivers like this can be a bit of a problem, but we've got power lines there, but I think what I'm tempted to do at the moment is see if we can just... Nope, it's not going to let us come across that way, so we're going to have to... I think for the moment we can just... Nope. Okay, we're going to come this way. Why is there won't that? Yeah, that will just connect up that way, and that will... Of course, I haven't connected up this bit here. I forgot all about this. I think we're just going to come in, and I think just for the moment we're do a kind of a open dog leg like that. That will, and of course now we've got the circular tram route here, so we can just and you can see the big difference with these trams is that I'm going the wrong way round, but is that the trams actually run on the centre reservation, which is one of the reasons why I really wanted to have these two-way roads in, because I think that's we'll go back the other way. I think with these roads they're not going to be excessively busy, so I think we can afford to have. And what should happen is, and here they come, the trams come over here and will come in and link, and I think what we're going to have to do now is get a little bit of, I think maybe can we get a, yeah, I think that's right next to a roundabout, so I think won't disturb the dead, will it? So I think we can have that there. I don't think we need a health clinic as such. Can't put it, there's no point putting it there because it won't affect. I think maybe we can drop a health clinic there, and a bit of education. We could put a bit of education there just to give the time, and we could do is do the district, just shrink it down because, oops, don't mean to do that. Take it back off of here, just back up a little bit like that. Of course we'll take it off of the through road here because I don't want it affecting the traffic here. And Aspen Hills, what we're going to do here is set some policies, certainly have power usage, water, smoke detector, recycling. We'll give an education boost, extra installation, certainly Old Town, heavy traffic ban, encourage biking, and let's have high tech housing as well. And that will kind of bring this little bit of an area in. And of course the other thing we're going to be able to do now is, which is one of the reasons why I come down here, is that we can have these. So we can get a bit of a fishing jetty in here. Maybe we'll have, what's this? This is a fishing tours. Now, important when you place these buildings, for them to have road access, they've got to be within 2 tiles of the road. If you put them too far away, they won't actually see this one. That it's possible that if I put it, I'll put it there, and you will actually see that it will come up and say. And I think we'll have a jet ski there as well. It's a little bit over the top, but see where this says it's no road access. So what you'd have to do is, what I'm going to do here is, I mean, it's just What you've got to do is bring a road out like that, and what will happen is that will turn off. Obviously we've got power problems, but what I'm going to do is kind of put a few what you could call waterfront type houses. We've got some plumbing problems here, which is understandable, and when you run off of here it can be quite difficult to get a sense of perspective. So we're just going to do that and come the other way. So we've still got transport problems here, which is, I think what we're going to do is actually just take that off there, just do a bit of a curve. I think that should do it. And then what we'll do is just zone in some more kind of heavy density here. Maybe we'll get a bit more, see if we can get some more. Nice to put that in, but I think we've gone a bit too far now. Anything else recreational? Maybe do a bit of beach volleyball. What I'm trying to do is just push up the land value here. So I think maybe we'll put a couple of parks there. That will kind of let's put another park there as a sound barrier. How are we doing? Oh, 30,000. So we're just gonna fill in this area here. So we may need to, so that we can get the so we can properly just zone in all that there. Get it nice and finished. Kind of a bit of unique housing there. A bit of unique housing here. And maybe just there. So we've now got trams running around here. I mean, they're don't appear to be going anywhere, and it may not seem any sense. I need to keep an eye on the time, but this is where the next kind of, you can say, master stroke comes in. Actually, let's put it there. I think the residents can live with that. And oops, we're going to need to just put a straight road in here. Sometimes when you change road modes, it doesn't actually. I think we can. One is fairly dense. I think that will work. Come out a bit more. We can just run this. I think we can. Yep, it will connect up, and then we're going to put a kind of tube station in here. And what we're going to do to start with is just have a kind of a single connecting line here, but eventually it will go that way, and maybe it will even loop back. So we're just going to have a kind of a spur type effect here with just it going backwards and forwards, and that will provide the connection for people to come into this area. I mean, true. Actually, no. Let's change that. I think what we'll do is can we get a? Yeah, I think we can drop a tube station in there. Should have thought of this before. I think kind of curve it round like that and come up to there. I think we're just, I think just for the moment this is a kind of a temporary arrangement. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And I think what we can do is see if we can hook one of these lines over here. Actually, it might pay just to delete the line actually completely, and we'll just delete that one. And what we're going to do is just the metro's still running. I've deleted the line and it's still running, but I think what we'll do is we'll just get it going circular like this. I mean, it's a bit overkill public transport wise, but to be honest, I believe that if you give the residents as many options as possible for the transport, they will actually take advantage of it, and in the long term that will keep your, how can you say, your road management issues down. I think what we're going to do here is zone in a little bit of office space there as a sound barrier, and you can see I've put some paths in, but I'm not happy with that one. I think maybe we'll redo it. No, still don't like that. I think that's better, like that. Kind of a gap here. Could I just push a road up here? I mean, is that just too much? No, it's too much. I think I want to keep this fairly nice, high density. And we got an issue here with the poor old subs. So I think what we'll do is we'll drop in a little bit of commercial there, and that will come to here. And I think what we can do is try and get across here with some footpaths. It's going to be a little bit tight. So we'll see if we can. No, it's not. So I think we're going to have to kind of come down. Come up. See if we can get across this freeway and down. And that will give a nice pedestrian path that side. And can we get out this way? What's here? No, we gotta maybe just pick that path, that park up a bit. I think. Can we actually just don't want people to park there, so I think maybe we'll just drop that park in there just to add a bit of zest to that side of the city, and then we'll just come back, and we've now got a kind of a access area here, and we can just come across that way. I can assure you, laying these links in your residents will want to walk, I can assure you. It may not seem like it, but and I think we can then just fill in the rest of this area here, and maybe get a little bit more here, and then we'll just don't want to ruin the sea view, so maybe we'll just put a few little cottages along the front here, and maybe there. You can see how about that? I think that looks pretty good. And I think that's where I'm going to bring this part to an end. You can see they're already upgrading really well. Educate more citizens. Education's quite an issue, but I think what we're going to do is in this area we'll do something similar, but we'll probably put a university in here. I actually made a mistake actually. No, I didn't. Or did I? I'm sure I dropped another university in here by. Maybe I'm just delusional, but I think what we'll do is we don't really need another university just yet because of the thing, but I think we'll leave some space here when we this residential area in to put a university in, which will put a massive boost to this area, and this will be a highly educated area. So you can see we've kind of things are coming together quite nicely. We've got a bit of demand for industry and all that, and we've got our first, how can you say, high residential. And if I leave this roundabout as a, looks like it's got a bit distorted, or so it's my imagination, but if we leave this roundabout as a one-way road and don't upgrade it to a highway, it means I can then do this. I'll just do it just to demonstrate, is we can kind of we can upgrade this to four-way and then kind of put the trams round here, and so that means that we can then start to put a tram network up here, because it doesn't have to come all the way back to here, but you need the connections. So what we could do is maybe extend the trams, and if we do the same with this one, although yeah, I think we can do the same with this one, so we can, and then we can actually maybe change these tram lines, tram routes, so that the tram will go over here and provide a connection to the thing. So what we could end up doing is like having a series of interconnected tram routes coupled with bus routes that will allow these residents to access this area and the tourist area. We got to, no, we haven't quite got to capital city, but I think that's enough for now. I think I've rambled on a lot longer than I intended to. I think you guys now are getting a feel for what's going on, and the old, and somewhere in here is the metro station, and you can see, I mean, whoops, didn't mean to do that. I mean, you can see it's already got 94 people. It's quite a popular metro station. It's providing a link for this, and the old trams are chugging around here quite nicely. Let's have a quick look at the trams before I go. Sorry, there we go. You can see the difference between the one-way street. So I think if you're going to lay trams through a very busy area, this is the type of road that you want to use. And as I say, we've got, it's not brilliant because you've got this kind of gap here, and with cars here, flying cars, I mean, I don't think you can, I seriously doubt it will let me, no, it won't let me lay in this here. And this is the downside. I mean, ideally it would be a nice smooth beach, but I mean, I assume we're going to get, there's people visiting. Yeah, had 29 visitors. It'd be nice if you had some nice jet ski animations coming out of that. This has had 21 people with arranging fishing trips, and I say it's a bit unfortunate because of the height that, and this fishing pier's had 18 people on it, which is really nice. And what's this? This is a restaurant pier. Maybe when we come over here we'll put some more out. The waterfront's a bit lower on this side and it will look a bit better. And of course we've now got the link coming across here So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Hope you found it interesting. And so like and subscribe. Until the next time, enjoy your gaming.